Jewry. I dislike this word. It's deeply derogatory in its historical roots. If not representing superstition, it identifies Judaism as though it's a business scheme and not a religion that communities follow. The one unifying body of the right and left wings in the modern political spectrum are its anti-Semites on both ends, unfortunately. Fearing Jewish conduct, and whatever the hell that means, has been reiterated, repurposed, and rebranded for 2,000 years, ever since the last central place of worship for Judaism was destroyed. But even though it was destroyed and scattered, Jews survived and adapted, no matter the cost. And for better or worse, they reformed themselves to be open and participate in modernity. The 19th century, that's when Reformed Judaism thrived. Jewish families made it a point to not mix the laws of their founders with business and politics. Even more, they reinterpreted their Jewish faith as a progressive and adaptable culture, not a religion. And with a culture already highly literate, intellectual, and mobile, there was nothing standing in their way from lobbying for Jewish rights in Britain, France, and the United States. But when you become the first successful minority, you're resented by all other minorities, including the majority. So what do you do then? Do you just stick to your roots and keep succeeding? Or might you claim to advocate for low-class people? But to do that, you strip yourself of your ancestry. You make no more mention of it, or your family's history, as well as stripping yourself of your native name, all for your host society's approval.
You know, how horrible people can be to other people in the names of racial superiority or etc. Certainly has been with me for my entire life. And that is why I will do everything I can to end the kind of divisiveness that Trump is fomenting in this country.
What title come from? What's that a reference to?
So it comes from a 2008 speech by Barack Obama where he said, "We are the ones we've been waiting for." And in a lot of ways, this book is about Obama's legacy. It's about how his presidency inspired the young people who helped make him president and how they're taking the lessons of his presidency into the future, including some of his shortcomings.
Why is protest important in an authoritarian system or against a would-be authoritarian leader? I mean, I don't think it can be overstated that one of the reasons protest is important is because it can keep you sane.
This election presents a stark choice. Do we want to move forward as a nation and build on the success of President Biden and a Democratic-led Congress, or take our country backwards under an extremist ultra-MAGA agenda?
I wanted to say something in support of the Jewish Council of Australia, and I'm 83, and I have never been so ashamed of Israel as I am at this moment. To me, it seems as if Hitler has won. He's changed us, Jews, from being compassionate and caring and do unto others as you would have them do unto you, into this vicious, genocidal, nationalist nation.
This is a leftist tribe of the Jews, but the conservative Jews still remain. They still maintain not only their religion, but their trust in non-Jews, along with their advocacy for objective truth. They also maintain their strong culture of debate and reason. I'm sure many conservative Jews would wish that their fellow Jews on the left would use that same woke energy to help the cause of the American way, not the democratic socialist way. Jewish industry gave Western powers unbelievable advantages, including but not limited to the atom bomb, nuclear physics, university faculty, and Hollywood as well. It's utterly reasonable to assume that the Nazis would have been victorious had they included Jews in German society. If you disrespect a minor demographic in the world, that's only 0.2% of the world's population, but with major influence on world economies, why should they contribute to your economy? Every empire that lives large owes it to their Jews, big time. There were Hellenized Jews, there were Persian Jews, Roman Jews, Iberian Jews, Dutch Jews, German Jews, English Jews, and finally, American Jews. The last destination for freedom and possibility to a religious people constantly under scrutiny. And the major Protestant population of America either envies or despises the Jewish retention for the foundational faith of their own. The conservative Jews are the envy of the Western tradition. The Reformed Jews would be undeniably beneficial if they expanded the same energy towards protecting their own brethren, as opposed to protecting the people who are trying to annihilate them. So for the sake of all things good in the world, don't hate the Jews.